It's the middle of January and the thermometer often plunges below minus 70 degrees Celsius. Life in the taiga forest is not easy. 11-year-old Ersan, the youngest in the family, rises early to gather ice for washing and drinking, the only source of water. Victor, a young reindeer herder, rushes to heat their tent to keep them warm on this ice-cold morning. To survive in this severe climate, the family keeps their stove running non-stop. They use a lot of firewood, needing to add more every 15 minutes to prevent the temperature from dropping below zero. Yekaterina, a wife, grandmother, and the only woman in the house, wakes up early to prepare breakfast for her family, ensuring everyone has enough food to stay warm. The Dyachko family lives in a canvas tent with no private rooms, refrigerators, washing machines, or shower, none of the signs of modern life. They only have a stove, a pile of firewood, a table for eating, and a reindeer fur mattress. Showering is a rare luxury. With no bathroom, the family wash themselves with ice-cold water and uses the forest as their toilet. After their morning wash, the family gathers together for breakfast. Breakfast in the Dyachkov home is unlike any other. They start their day with reindeer meat, which is richer and more nutritious than beef. Ekaterina and Dmitry have 4 children, who are now grown up and now have families of their own. Despite this, their home is often bustling with grandchildren and others eager to learn the skills and traditions of reindeer herding. After breakfast, the boys get ready to go outside and start their day. But first, they need to get ready for the cold by wearing multiple layers of warm clothes. All their clothes are made from reindeer hide by Ekaterina herself, one of the warmest materials that can withstand minus 70 degrees. The trousers and jackets are essential to protect against the icy winds. The hats cover their ears and heads completely, ensuring that no part of their body is exposed to the biting cold. Now Aysen and Victor are ready for their morning duty of bringing the reindeer back and protecting them from wolves. 12-year-old Aysen dreams of becoming a reindeer herder when he grows up. He has been learning to herd the reindeer since he was young, spending his holiday with the Dyachkov family to master the basics of reindeer herding. Every morning, Aysen and Victor venture into the endless forest to gather reindeer. While anyone else will be lost in the taiga forest, the boys have learned to easily navigate using the hills and bushes better than any satellite navigation. Reindeer herders must constantly check and protect the herd from wolves, which can kill and chase the herd. This is why Aysen and Victor watch over reindeer, ready to protect and lead them away from danger. Bears also pose a threat, especially in the spring, who may attack both the reindeer and people. The Dyachkov family have about 1,000 reindeer. These animals feed on their own, mainly eating moss and herbs, which they dig out from a thick layer of snow. However, the reindeer quickly consume their food and trample the ground, making it essential to move to fresh grazing grounds every few days. Reindeer herders must always be ready to move, often roaming not only in the taiga but also moving south during the cold season. The Dyatlov family has no desire to live in the city. The confinement and restrictions of the city life will stifle their spirit and traditions. The vast open landscapes of the taiga forest are where they thrive, moving freely with their herds and appreciating the beauty of nature that surrounds them. Finally, Aysen and Victor brought back the herd. The reindeer are excited to have some salt, which is their little treat, and it fulfills their need for sodium, essential nutrient that helps digest food in their stomachs. Reindeer herding is one of the oldest professions that continues to exist, practiced for thousands of years by indigenous people in the Arctic and subarctic regions, such as the Ewangs and Iwan people. The Dyatlov family are among the 20,000 indigenous Iwan people. The Iwan people have a rich cultural heritage, deeply connected to nature. They value their natural surroundings and freedom, seeing them as essential to their way of life. The role of women in the reindeer herding family is crucial, creating a special warm atmosphere in these tough living conditions. Ekaterina was born in a noble reindeer herding family with 12 siblings, has been living and working closely with the family of her husband Dmitry since childhood. Living in a reindeer herding family means being prepared for anything, including staying alone in a tent. Ekaterina must be ready for any situation. Preparing firewood and gathering ice in winter are daily tasks. Ekaterina handles the washing, cooking, and looking after the children and all the other tasks around the house. A typical day for a woman in a reindeer herding family starts earlier and ends later than everyone else. Without the contribution of women, the life of reindeer herders will be unbearable. Being a woman in a reindeer herding family is demanding and officially recognized work. Women receive a salary for their efforts, about $200 a month from the government, emphasizing the importance of their role in this traditional way of life. Reindeer are integral to their culture, providing not only a source of food, but also materials for clothing, tools, and transportation. The herders can profit from reindeers in many ways, from the meat, skin, and the antlers from which medicine and cosmetic products are made. 1 kilogram of antlers can sell for around $10, and a single reindeer could be worth up to $1,500. As part of their tradition, the reindeer herders also drink fresh reindeer blood, which is considered highly nutritious and a vital source of warmth and energy, especially during the cold winter months. These practices have been developed over centuries, and respecting the cultural tradition of indigenous people is an essential part of our humanity. As the family gathers for lunch, the tent fills with the comforting aroma of traditional food. Ekaterina has prepared a feast: hearty reindeer stew, fresh warm bread, cold-boiled fish, and a traditional dish of reindeer stomach and a reindeer tongue. The children eagerly reach for their favorite dishes while the adults savor the rich flavors. Every dish tastes like a heaven, especially after working hard outside and being in the fresh, freezing air. During the school year, children often travel long distances to attend boarding schools. They ride snowmobiles or use sleds pulled by reindeer to reach the nearest town, a journey that can take up to 18 hours. Once at boarding school, children stay for the entire school year, returning home only during holidays.
생각 хийдэгдэр Тэгвэл кемпедийн фото.
На бенголис тавки.
Сайдуг кемпе хуугадан бүт.
Барайт.
Сайдуг бирэн.
After a big lunch, the boys head outside to play games in the snow. Ekaterina stays inside the tent, washing the dishes and tidying up, her mind already on the task for the evening. From a young age, children are taught essential herding skills. They learn how to handle the reindeer, learn practical survival skills in the wilderness, such as building shelters, starting fires, and finding food. After playing outside, the boys help gather more firewood, a crucial task for the family's survival in the cold climate. Firewood is essential for cooking, warmth, and even heating ice for showering. The boys work together using their small axes to chop wood.
جمع تشوجين تبعوا اللي تخترجي كل برا قصة بيت قصة هبي تمت تبعوا اللي تخترجي تبي يوش بكاليني بقولك بتردست
أمي ما نكهجن تلاقي كنت بتشانا
من وبيدرم ثيقة هجن ترابتر دارج بيرو بيم كهني هن ترابت تبغني بلاك تردقسن ترابتر سه أنت مولانا خستقل بولا نظر خلا برا أنا بير منك эмерсин ман көшө бар болла.
Хатыгылды.
Отокергеним боллана агата бете төрө бит оголор. Мин болла тох балыга төрө бит.
Мен не болду?
Тыга то балыга.
Ата райтвара били балыга им баратна да бол документтерген баратна да бол анна кайдакнады.
Бигиде? Биги балыга бар бап жоннор боллак. Этенге хылжабыт байылгабыт Карстан диби курдук.
Барта эмтен
Этенге
бер.
хылжабыт нахалыканнык хайылык бит олин. Олаканнык оннук балыга.
Наны бактя.
As evening approaches, the family checks the generator to ensure they have electricity to light the tent. It often freezes in the harsh cold, so they use thick blankets to cover and insulate it. Meanwhile, Aysan has a task: to gather snow for washing and cleaning. He ventures deep into the forest to find the cleanest snow, filling a large bowl to bring back to the tent. Back at the tent, the family begins preparing the evening meal using ingredients they preserved earlier. Today's menu includes traditional delicacies, raw frozen fish, liver, and fatty carp. As night approaches, the boys are busily stoking firewood for the night. Finally, it's time to sit down and relax. the boys gather together and listen to the many interesting stories that 12-year-old Ison eagerly shares from his life in the wilderness.
그자가 그래피디 미긴
Enda.
미긴 그자가 그래피디
O kadar kırpıda iyi.
민디 꼴비도는 민디 꼴비도는 그래서 부자 꼴도 그래도 타프지 거미들 아다 타이 테이프 맛이 주스다 탄다 타이 테이프 맛이 주스다 الكربيتة من داش هيرة البطن هتا البطن
O kıcaslar tübeni sürende.
بطن كيف كرت من تيجي البطن هيرة البطن وداش كربيتة ما صدق ولا خطفت.
Around the world, people live in many different ways, yet certain values remain universal. The Dyatkov family, despite their remote and rugged lifestyle, embody these values. Far removed from modern conveniences, they find profound happiness in their daily lives. Their joy stems from the love and warmth they share, their deep connection to nature, and the simple pleasures like a shared meal or a song around the fire. As the Dyatkov family shows us, happiness is not about having everything, but is a spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude.
Ken kallan yorundan negar Bahamın matıpka tühemmi Görebin ıllan erdağım Bar cammaranamın ayağa Gurur bar birge buluqa Arayanqa anı ayaqa Gıyı kelle biyeğe